Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTB TV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Rah. Yo. John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, body rock stink like Holotos. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have, got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say you overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope, the open door. We don't go for that harsh flow. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play to them gun scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, one of them mans reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block.
Greg Bennett, peace to the guy.
Blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he's tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss. We can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street like an opera show. These kids be acting to they like movie curtain closed. Yeah.
BTBTV. The movement.
The movement, man. Yo, Born.
Yo, man.
Yo, Born, let's get him.
Let's get him.
Let's get him.
Let's get him, Born.
Yo. Peace to the 5% nation, the guys and nerves. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahmat to Allah, all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, Born Divine Almighty Allah, Michael Jordan. Walaikum salam, son. We're about to get on this. We're about to hit this cult situation. All these cults that was brought into the black America, to the black mind, and how these cults took advantage of women and children, and how these cults are still doing it, and they've been doing it since.
What's going on, Born? How you today?
I'm great, man. I'm about to bang on these cults, these African American cults.
Okay, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? First we're gonna expose Dr. Malachi York of the Nuwaubian Nation. A Nuwaubian Nation is still going on, might I ask. And then we go hit the top of the Nature Boy, and we go hit a couple of other dudes that form cults in America, black cults. And all them cults, they molest little kids, rape women.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start with the Dr. Malachi York case real quick, and we're gonna see where all these cults stem from. I'm right there. I'm not gonna play the whole Dr. Malachi York video, but I'm gonna play some of it. This is right here. This is fair use. I want to think.
Appreciate it. It's all a nice little. Appreciate it. It's all a nice little. Government helicopters, at least.
Breaking news out of Putnam County. That's where federal agents are serving search warrants at the Nuwabian compound.
We're counting at least 30 different police cars of various...
The officers are all walking around with shotguns drawn.
U.S. government helicopters, at least 2 that I can see at this point.
Nuwabian leader Dwight York is in federal court on the nation's largest prosecution of a single defendant in a child molestation case. York is the leader of the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors.
Appreciate it. It's on a nice little piece of property.
This is where we do my garage, which is what you would term as pilgrimage. Before you go here and you walk this labyrinth, you come here. Each step is another prayer, right? You touch, you make your personal prayer. Boom.
What do you do, Paul, if you're the sheriff? You come here with a court order to enforce some law. I've got a court order I've got to post here. You meet 3 individuals there wearing guns, and they say, you're not coming here.
The court's order has been willfully violated. There's no way I can expect to see if there's anyone in this building. Therefore, you're responsible if anyone is locked inside.
They've got their guns on. Tell me, Paul, what do you do?
We have learned to live in a system of multiple choices. Look down at your shoes right now. Check them out. Sneakers or shoes, let's take them out.
Because I talk like Dr. Malachi York.
You know, right there, you know the influence that this man had.
Mr. York, you understand you're charged with 40 counts of aggravated child molestation, that you could receive a maximum sentence of 30 years in confinement for each count.
January of 2003, I read that he had pled guilty to the charges.
How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Well, most attorneys know that you really can't plea bargain in the federal system as far as agreeing on sentence. And so about June of that year, I read that the federal judge denied the plea agreement in the federal case. All right? And I knew at that point, I said, he has a problem. I mean, you have a man that's pled guilty to some very, very, very serious charges. It's been publicized for 6 months. And then the judge rejects the plea bargain.
Is sentenced to life in federal prison.
The federal judge imposed sentences totaling 135 years.
All right, first of all, let me state a fact real quick. He pled guilty to 40 counts, right? But this dude molested over 800 of some odd children, and gave them herpes and various genital diseases. And these parents was offering up their children on a platter. So he's not the only one that should be in jail. It should be 800. It should be 1,600 parents in jail. It should be 1,600 parents in jail as well. This guy, I call him Dr. Pork, because he took everything that the Nation of Gods and Earths, the Nation of Islam, and other nations, and put it together to make up some bullshit called the Nuwabian Nation. He came to Father Allah like he wanted knowledge himself. He stole the way Father Allah taught his students and manipulated that shit and made it to a form where he can manipulate their minds, manipulate their hearts, manipulate their souls. You dig what I'm saying? This guy was a horrible individual. Hold up. Because this video is too long. I want to find another one that suits.
This was a black man born?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
A black man
that was scumbag.
Definitely a scumbag. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna find some short clips, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Polight. Polight, I rock for Polight, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check out Bro Polight. This is fair use. He won't mind. This is for educational purposes. Mob ties. He shout out Eastwood to the E4 Posse, give us mad love.
Both tiny and big.
I'm about as real as they come.
All my beats tailored by Joe. House digits.
York, you know what I mean? He doing 135 years right now. Off you.
Like Dr. Malachi York, cause I talk like Dr. Malachi York. Cause I talk like Dr. Malachi York. Play the sidewalk, hold
Let me tell you something. Not only will they persecute you, they'll lie on you. They'll fabricate lies. They'll imprison you and create cases around you. The same way they tried to defame Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and then they tried to defame Malcolm X, and then they even tried to defame Dr. Martin Luther King by some secretary. That's what they'll do.
This
That's him right there, boy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Prison you, and then they'll create lies to turn your own people against you. They'll persecute you after right the same state. The same way I'm talking to you, they're going to come after me eventually. Believe me, they're going to say that because people won't help them anyway.
Well, Georgia. Oh, they got 400 and something acres. Goes up to that corner, young.
William Larman is a dairyman, and he's talking about his new neighbors.
Oh, yeah, I'm happy for them.
But they are not dairymen.
Because they said they come from what? Rich. Planet Rich, I think.
It is not a joke to the people who've built these two large pyramids and elaborate Egyptian-style ornamentation and put up rows of double-wide homes on some 400 acres of rural Putnam County farmland and woodland.
How many people live here?
Got different families living.
It's a place that granted our request for a visit inside the secured gate, allowed us to watch the workers build new ceremonial structures, allowed us to listen close up to the continuous chant broadcast from a speaker bank at the top of one of the pyramids.
For our people that want to get spiritually in tune with the
But for the most part, sidestepped our requests for answers.
What about the guy from another planet?
We'll make sure you get all of those about that.
Are they a cult?
Depends on the definition of a cult. Certainly there are many characteristics similar with other entities that are defined as cults.
How long you lived here?
Oh, 6-7 months.
Jerry, our tour guide, says he came here from Alabama. The sheriff says most of the other residents come from the Northeast, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore. How many, including how many children, is unclear.
He's unknown?
He's known by many names.
The group's leader is identified in literature as Malachi Zodok York, the Supreme Grand Master. He is described as a charismatic speaker and apparently a prolific writer, producing monthly newsletters and dozens of books.
He says that he is from the 8th planet in the 19th galaxy of Heliwan, a universe far outside of this one. Does it make sense to you?
That's in the book. If he wrote it, then yeah. We're from Orion. Dr. York is from Risk. He's from Orion. What's the deal? It's nothing strange. It's just new to the public.
The vast majority of cults are started by an individual who's extremely charismatic, who's very confident, very commanding, in some cases very demanding, expects an awful lot of the followers.
So this is the Compound nightclub?
No, it's not a compound.
Oh, it's not a compound? I'm sorry.
Not at all.
The centerpiece of the Putnam County property is a nightclub the group opened in October. At midday, it was in high decibel preparation for an upcoming party. Outside, there were parked 3 stretch limousines.
It's an Egyptian theme park.
Mr. Salute, bro.
An Egyptian theme park.
Now, there's some people who think this is
Mr. 61, salute.
There's 2 ways to look at it. We don't happen to have a religious belief. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, culture, there's a connection there. So if you say we're a cult in the sense of we found a culture that works for us, yeah.
That's crazy.
I have no information to indicate that they are dangerous.
What they are is a roadside curiosity to native Putnam Countyans and to the folks inside the gate,
Nick Q
a
is
community
crazy,
with
yo.
children and entertainment and an Egyptian theme and a leader they call Grandmaster who writes that he's from another planet.
Maybe the spaceship come in here and I could get away with him.
You see all that we're building out there?
Yeah.
Does it look like we're going anywhere soon to you? We build it. It's so beautiful out there. It's a beautiful, peaceful environment where we in.
I'm gonna tell you something about Dr. Malachi York and his followers. Yo, one of my relatives followed Dr. Malachi York back in the 80s. Followed Dr. Malachi York back in the 80s. One of my favorite cousins was murdered while she was a part of that nation of imbeciles and freaks. Yo, one of my favorite cousins was murdered in the 80s when we was kids. Well, her mother was a part of that BS they call a nation. Rest in peace to Fatima Edmonds. Love you to life, baby, because but yo, it's a lot of people that this guy did stuff to. I believe when they was living in Chicago. My cousin Fatima's mother was living in Chicago. What on a compound? We had this compound in Chicago. He didn't just bring that shit to Georgia. They was in Chicago. They was in Chicago first. They got right out of Chicago by the Nation of Islam. That's what I believe in my heart. I believe that Louis Farrakhan ran these pussy boys and brainwashed women out of Chicago. These guys believe that the strength of Allah came through the rectum of a little boy. Hold on, let me rephrase that. These guys believe that the strength of God came from the rectum of a little boy, and they indulged in thousands of little boys.
Despicable.
The count, these 800 and plus kids caught herpes, chlamydia, among other diseases.
That shit is crazy. He dead now?
No, he in prison still. And hold up, and Dr. Umar Johnson had the nerve to say, free my brother, free my elder, Dr. Malachi York. Dr. Umar Johnson said, free my elder, Dr. Malachi Pork. The nigga in York, he's fucking pork.
And Umar's supposed to be for the kids. Fuck out of here.
No F-bomb. We're gonna do the F-bomb. We're gonna do the F-bombs here.
All right, well.
Yeah. Even my parents, they, back in the early 80s, they said they used to like not follow him, but like, you know, they used to listen to his teachings, but after a while they realized that he was full of shit. But still, you know, he had a lot of people back then following him.
He still had a lot of people when he went away in the 2000s, in the early 2000s. That's what I'm saying. Over 800 plus little boys and girls had herpes and chlamydia and all these other diseases from him because their parents sacrificed their kids to a savage.
So what, they was handing their kids over to him, born?
Yeah, they was all on the compound. And they was giving their kids up to him as worship.
Wow. Offering their kids up.
It's something like that Jim Jones motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
There's no F-bombs, but yeah, like the Jim Jones do.
My bad.
Definitely like the Jim Jones do. And I'm going to tell you something. Jim Jones was a white version of Dr. Malachi York, but he made all his followers kill themselves. Drink that purple Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Greg Bennett. It started in New York and worked its way to Chicago that ended up in Georgia. His first major compound was in Chicago. Where they ran him out of Chicago, I believe the same way they ran him out of New York. I remember as a kid going downtown Newark and having them freaks trying to, oh, you should do. I'm God, nigga, get the fuck away from me. Excuse my French. No cursing. I'm God. Get out my face.
Yeah, no F-bombs. No F-bombs.
Yeah. You know what? You're a timeout now. Shut up. Yo. Yo, this guy used to be downtown Newark. And I remember this like it was yesterday. And we have our universal pen on. And all these guys that follow York were kind of like, oh, you know that he's not, that giant, the true Messiah. Dr. York is the true Messiah. Right. And so I was like, Dr. York? Who the fuck is this guy? Who's this guy, Dr. York? So I had to do my research. Man, I asked my old guy, that's my dad, right? Your dad, who's Dr. Malachi York? He's like, bruh, he's like, son, he's a savage in pursuit of happiness. He's a 10%er that stole all the lessons from the 5% nation, the Nation of Islam, and using them to guard the brand salute, and using them to manipulate the minds of kids and young girls and young adults. So I still didn't get what he's saying. So then I got locked up in 94. Somebody had his book, and I'm reading his book, and I'm like, oh my, this is blasphemy. Man, listen to this shit this nigga saying.
Yeah, off the wall shit.
Off the wall.
Salute God to the brand.
Talking about we aliens. Aliens.
We aliens from outer space with all types of bullshit.
All type of BS shit. But when he said, this is what he said. What's his excuse? This is what he told his followers. The strength of Allah will be reached through the rectum of a little boy. Where do you think Africa Bambaataa come from? He followed the Nuwaubian nation.
Oh. Fucking crazy, man.
Makes sense.
KRS-One followed the Nuwaubian nation.
Wow.
Yep.
Andre 3000 followed the Nuwaubian nation. Look at his weird ass.
Very weird.
A lot of the 90s Atlanta-based rap groups all followed the Nuwaubian nation. Brother Polight. Uh-oh. Let me go to Brother Polight for you.
He said, uh-oh.
Brother Polight.
He has his own Nuwaubian nation, no?
He probably not Brother Polight on the Nuwaubian nation.
What was his organization called?
The Nuwaubian Nation.
I know Polight had his own offshoot of that.
Yeah, that same shit. Those same shit. Same shit. Hold up, y'all. I'm about to flex with y'all real quick. I'm about to flex like only the God can do. Here go Brother Polight defending Malachi York. I call him Dr. Malachi Pork.
Facts. He a swine for real.
This is fair use. Erykah Badu followed his nation.
That's why she's so
K. Harris, Grand Runner.
I'm speaking on behalf of the children or the people that had to testify or that testified.
Had to testify based on what that he did do something to them.
Well, I say had to testify because some people didn't testify. So some people felt that in them that they had to do this, like it's something that they had to do. For me, it felt like it was something that I had to do because one, like I told you, both of my sisters went through the same thing I went through.
And
both of my older sisters.
Do you mind sharing? I don't know nothing.
Sharing what? Okay, well, both of my sisters have been molested.
By who?
By Malachi York. By Pops, Barbara, Esau, Mom Esau, whatever. He has sex with them, and
At what ages?
At what ages? I mean, if you want to get the accurate number, you can ask them.
Around what age? You know, I mean,
13, 14, 7, 8.
You know, and I will only speak
7,
for myself
8.
as far as the
Yeah,
personal
no,
thing
of
that
course.
I've been through.
Of course, you.
And as far as if you know, and I don't want to get graphic. One, you know, okay, I'm a dude. I'm not gonna be walking around saying that I've been molested, this, and that happened. As a man, you don't want to be going around saying that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So when in my
polite,
situation, or the way I grew up, I was ready to move on. I left in 2001. I was ready to just live my life, move on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The people started doing the investigations and stuff. The FBI started doing the investigations, started trying to get statements
Fair
from people.
use.
Both my sisters went ahead and gave their statements.
Yeah.
I still had nothing to do with it. No statement, no nothing. When I realized, okay, they're about to go to court, you know, and I went through the same thing that they went through. Like, I'm my mother's only son. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the man of the family. You know what I'm saying? My sisters were going to stand up for themselves, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, and then that's when I gave my you know, my statement, and that's when I decided that, you know, that I was gonna go ahead and do it.
Polite face.
Nobody wants to see they family go get locked up. Right. So I really understand how hard it is for people that's deeply involved in it also. And people gotta understand, I was born and raised in it too. So I understand from inside out also what it feels like not to have this person around.
Hold, 1 second.
You know, so it's not.
I see the bullshit already in the chat. Hold on 1 second. Let me say something to this cocksucker right here. Yo, let me say something to this cocksucker, Caleb Campbell. Yo, suck your mother, as my boy El Campo would say. Suck your mother, nigga. I'm gonna tell you something. It wasn't a setup. The only thing that was set up was the camera and the unprotected sex he was having with them little boys and girls. That's the only thing set him up, his fucking big mouth.
He got 100 and some years, no?
He got 100 something plus years. He's pure evil. This nigga that come in the name of God. He came in the form of a black devil. A black devil molested babies. How he set up where all the kids had the same disease he had. Herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea. How's that a setup, brother? Caleb. You spam me, nigga.
He's just trolling. He's spamming.
Nah, man. Set up.
Set up.
Get his ass out of here. Matter of fact, for that dumbass statement, go on timeout.
Facts.
Now, as I was saying, let's get back to the video.
No random person that's saying, oh, this happened. I mean, this, you know, this stuff, like, I was 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was upstate New York after Brooklyn. You know, upstate New York when he first, you know, touched me or whatever, you know. And so from 7 to 14, 7 years that I went through this. You know what I'm saying? And that's my story.
Would you say there's been over 20 children molested by Dr. York?
I would say so. I mean, I would say that it was, you know, if I could confirm.
You still calling me your daddy?
I could surely confirm. It'll be about 15.
My daddy.
Obviously, if over 15 to 20 children were being molested, we have to now say, how come the adults wasn't saying nothing? Shouldn't they be locked up with Dr. York too? How come they're free to testify about it?
You understand the adults were separated from their children. You know, so you had the girls in one house, the boys in one house, the women in one place, the brothers in one place. You know, everybody was separated. So it wasn't no house with a family, and then you could recognize when your child is gone.
You mean to tell the world that none of these children had enough sense in their mind to go tell their parent that this isn't right? I've been touched sexually, I've been sexually abused. Not one child out of all these children. It could have stopped so long ago if just one child or just one adult. What caused all of this to come out? First, you hear nothing from nobody.
Yeah.
You hear nothing from nobody. Then you hear something from everybody, all at the same time.
They might not have been the medium to talk to anybody about the situation.
Not even their parents.
I mean, that's why, of course. I could have talked to I could have told my mother.
We chose not to.
It's not that I chose not to. To really explain it would really take a lot. But I mean, you're not really yourself when you're not, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no.
Hey, Polite, your stepmother didn't say nothing right away neither.
You can't even face, like, my mother had to, when she found out from my sister and she came to me and asked me about it, and I still really couldn't even tell her. I had to say, well, I had sex with the girl and he was there. And that was my way of telling her that, yeah, it happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the initial conversation. And this is like 2 weeks before we left. It was something I was under. I couldn't tell my mom. I didn't tell nobody. It was something that held me to not say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked up to him as my dad. Because I looked up to him as the person that he was. I thought he was a God figure. I thought he, you know, and all those reasons, like, you know, I'm trying to like see what the why is this going on? What's the significance? I'm young. I don't even know what really in the sex, and I don't.
Why do you think he's locked up for?
Hold on 1 second. Everybody who want to make the connection between him and Nature Boy, perfection takes time. We got to get from the nooks and crannies, from the beginning to the ending. It's like building a building, building a foundation. Most of these guys, these black guys who followed Dr. Malachi York, they built their foundation from him. So we got to see what Dr. Malachi York is about so we can understand or try to figure out what these other brothers, these other savages is about. Not brothers, savages. Now back to the regular scheduled program.
For 135 years, underground 60 feet, in a super max penitentiary with no one with a case likened to his own amongst cannibals. Not because what you think he should be locked up for, why you think he's locked up.
Well, I mean, to answer your question in the way that I think you're asking it, you know what I'm saying? Because one, you
Brother Polight is up here calling for Malachi York right now.
Was building a sovereign nation.
Tell me if this is something you believe. That's not what I want to hear. What do you personally believe? Dealing with the facts of the matter, not denying you of your experience, but based on what we all know, what is necessary to lock a person up when you accuse them of these type of things.
What I know from history is that whenever you have a black leader that's uplifting the people, that's doing something for the community, that's bringing people together, and that's building people and elevating people, then they get taken down. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't have been taken down, and he hasn't been taken down until they found something that to take him down with. If he threw everything away by molesting kids, did he really care about everybody else? This is what I have to live with. I have to live with how do I come across the people that's in the knowledge and even vibe with them and talk to them on a regular level, and people looking at me one way.
Nah, that's all good. You can always come to a class of ours.
That's cool, but you know what I'm saying. But it is. But see, the thing is that
it don't make you a bad person.
At the end of the day, people's always gonna have his word over anybody else's word because that's all they know.
No, at the end of the day, he's locked up, so obviously they took y'all word over everyone else's. It doesn't matter. Like I told you, if we say he's innocent, when he's still locked up in prison, y'all word accounted for everything.
But I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? I can only face what's in front of me, and everything.
Brother Polight is arguing with this young man trying to fight him because he locked up his daddy. Your daddy should have been executed. Malachi York should have been executed for giving 800 plus little boys and girls herpes, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. He should have been executed. All the diseases they had, they got from him. He should have been executed. So you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, he's the father of all these savages, of Brother Polight, of this savage right here too. Hold on. There's a few videos I'm gonna share about the Nature Boy. Because it's about him right now. There's a few videos I'm gonna share about the Nature Boy.
Fuck you talking to, bitch? Fuck y'all whores. You see these whores in the room over here trying to talk shit? You can't talk shit to a real nigga, huh? I'm a real nigga, homie. Oh, man.
This dude is delusional, man. Like, what? You wake up talking that goofy shit.
Call in, man. Let me know who want to ride that. Who want a motherfucker let me ride that face.
Listen to that. What?
Let me know.
That's some weirdo.
Yo, no homo.
Weirdo.
Yo, no homo though, right?
Yo, listen, bro. Why you watching?
Yo,
that
no
gay-
homo. You know?
Why you watching gay porn?
Yo, no homo, right? That's you, right? No
Why
homo,
you watching
nigga.
gay porn?
Oh! Oh!
Why you watching?
Oh,
gay
nigga.
porn?
Oh.
Why you doing gay porn?
Why you watching gay porn?
This guy was a gay
bro?
porn
This nigga
star.
over here watching
Nature Boy was a gay porn
ass
star,
and
y'all.
shit. This nigga
Wow.
lame, bro. This nigga really pulled up a gay porn, bro.
Yo,
Like,
he's
what
one of
nigga
them,
do that, bro?
them bomb
Even
things
if it
on
was
there.
me in the gay porn, like, why are you calling me with that up? What did you do? You went and searched gay porn?
Bitch nigga. This bitch nigga out here looking up gay porn to call me to get online.
Bro, I wouldn't even play like that, bro. Awesome G shit, you gotta think about the psychological on that, bro. You got to be. Just think about that shit. Nigga just call you, you laughing.
Dude, you was watching gay porn, dude. You're a gay
Even
porn
if it
star.
was me, my nigga, what the fuck you look like?
Hold up, y'all. We're gonna go back. We're gonna... Yo, this is fair use.
Reflection. It's me. It's me, the Honorable Master Teacher. Once again, Master Teaching to my students. I'm getting it in like Splinter. You understand? Reflection. But now I'm a good reflection, you know. For the cheddar, even if it means shaking my hand. That's right.
All right, here we go, right here. Fair use.
Even juvenile, people like, I went to juvenile prison. That was the worst. That was more worse than maximum security.
A young dumb motherfucker that can't make it. So he needs somebody to take care of. You got any cigarettes? Anybody got a cigarette? What you gonna get for that cigarette, man? He just bought this. I can do bad by my motherfucking self. Go over there with him. You belong to him now. His motherfucking manhood, man, just been tested. And he failed. Because he should have punched my motherfucking head off. That's what he should have did, but he didn't. Now he belonged to somebody else. Like I said before, man, this happens all the time in the prison.
In adult prison, I went to adult prison at 16. Shit. After that, I got out. My adopted parents, they didn't give a fuck about me. I was on my own. I've been on my own. I'm still on my own. I ain't got no motherfucking body. I'm by myself, nigga. I'm me. I'm rock. I have to fend for me. I have to love myself. I have to make sure that I'm good. I had to learn how to manipulate my way through shit. Hustle, grind, figure out how I'm gonna eat, figure out where I'm gonna fucking stay, where the fuck I'm gonna live at. Bitch, I couldn't call nobody and say, can you help me? So I had to get it. But I couldn't get it from the streets because I wasn't gonna get locked back up. And I was working at warehouses and odd jobs, and I done worked every job you could fucking think of. As a man, I done tried to work at McDonald's. I done worked at McDonald's. I done had a paper route. I done worked in a warehouse for 12 hours and worked in the supermarket. I done worked at motherfucking Wawa. I done fucking worked at goddamn Pathmark. I done worked every job you could ever fucking think of. And I walked off every job you could.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about? He walked off every job he made. You got a problem with authority.
for a total of 22 years with credit for 231 days. The court determines that you have or will have the ability to pay restitution.
Able to get exclusive footage of the court proceedings today with Nature Boy. So take a look at
It's
it.
fair use. This is Max V World.
By count 2 for a total of 22 years with credit for 231 days. The court determines that you have or will have the ability to pay restitution.
Fuck your courtroom, you racist ass bitch! Fuck your courtroom, man! You racist as fuck! You racist as fuck! Nigga, 22 fucking years! You racist ass bitch! You ain't shit! Nigga, James Sturgeon, Lisa Sturgeon told me about that bullshit.
Actually, you know what? Remember when I said that you had some remorse? Wait a minute. When I said that you had a certain amount of remorse, I was mistaken. The court determines that maximum imprisonment is needed. So it's 11 years on count 1 and 11 years on count 3.
You racist bitch! You ain't shit! Man, calm down, bro. Let me up the courtroom, man! Take him out. Hey, just take him out. Just take him out. Get out of here. You racist! That shit bullshit! Get out. You racist as fuck! Hey, take him out, please. Hey, take him out, please. I love you, bro. I love you, man. I love you, Chad.
So it's 28 years with credit for 231 days.
I don't want to hear it, man. Let me out. Let's go. Let me out. I don't want to hear it. Let's go. Let me out. Let him go. Let me out. Let's take him out. Let me out, man. I swear to God.
This counsel waived the.
Let me out.
All right, y'all. Y'all had how the savages is acting. Now here go a former cult member, a young lady. I want y'all to check out what she has to say about this guy, about this savage ass.
You didn't see the video where he had them fighting on the beach? Like he was in a WWE match or some shit?
Now I'm popping that up too. Hold on. Let me do this one real quick.
Going to love
I want her
the Flex Series kit comes with the precision trimmer and exfoliating brush.
And tonight with a story you'll only see on
Fair
11
use.
Alive. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy, the wife of a reported cult leader,
TV
wants
is
to tell
fake,
her
salute.
side of the story. Alicia Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, remains behind bars tonight, facing charges that include rape. 11 Alive's Paula Suro just finished speaking with his wife, and she joins us live at the DeKalb County Jail where Bishop is tonight. Paula?
Yeah, Jennifer, you know, after 3 years of knowing each other, Velvet Marquez tells me Eligio Bishop forced her to marry him. Why? She says that he'd tell her that she'd then be forced to bail him out of jail if anything were to happen to him. And of course, today, something quite opposite is happening. She's telling us her side of the story.
I feel that now looking back, I feel that I fell in love with an idea because he pretended to be someone that he wasn't.
Behind this smiling face, Velvet Marquez faced her hardest years next to Eligio Bishop.
He literally held me hostage. He took all of my identification,
For
my
sure.
passport,
Good morning, Queen.
my birth certificate, my social, my bank cards, everything, you name it, medical documentations.
She says Bishop, the leader of the so-called cult Carbon Nation, went from spoiling her to abusing her when she got pregnant.
I was forced to engage in sexual activity that I did not want to do. I was still strangled on multiple occasions. So I had to willingly engage in these sexual activities because of to keep myself safe. He would abuse me in front of the women.
She had their daughter in 2019, and a year and a half later, she says he forced her to legally marry him in a Las Vegas chapel.
There was no medical
attention
given to us. So when I actually went into labor, I had to be rushed to the hospital 2 hours away.
For years, the cult would drive and settle across Central America. Velvet says Bishop lived off of other members' PPP loans and life savings. She gave him her $3,000 college fund, while others gave tens of thousands of dollars. And after 4 tries, she successfully ran away with their daughter with no money but hope.
my child is important. I don't understand how anybody could leave their child to be with him or to go live with him.
Now, Velvet tells me she has since received death threats from Eligio and that he even showed up to her family's home in Louisiana just months after she ran away. Jennifer?
Paula, do we know, did she ever try reaching out to law enforcement?
She tells me she did, but it was very hard to track him down because he moves so often running away from law enforcement. But of course, now he is behind bars. Now, we also did speak to a former cult member, and we have her side of the story as well on 11alive.com. Jennifer?
All right, Paula.
All right. Now check this out right here. Check this out. This guy, he's not only marrying women, he married to trans women too. In the cult. Yeah. A straight savage.
Make sure that this don't fall, man. Come on, good job.
I never saw a family father cuss. I never he really give me straight for me.
You see his trans wife right there. His trans wife right there.
I ordered her myself, made her myself. Yeah, get the tea on that. Beautiful, ain't she? Look just like my baby mother. Take your hand, young baby. Eat. 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 This is your new queen, motherfucker. This is your new queen, bitches. Eat. Feast. Yeah. Is she a transsexual? Yes. Yes. Yes, she is. Always wanted one, just like her. You know,
this is demonic, man. Wow. This cat.
If I wanted, I had it. I got it.
Inside the head was something real heavy.
Shit alive. There's not enough people here. I'll tell you her name. I would be paranoid.
Yo.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting, bro.
Yo. Oh, that's not all. That's not all. Hold up. Let's go.
That's disgusting.
You can look in his eyes and see it ain't nothing too much up there, like, you know what I'm saying? So, where are you getting these followers from? Crazy.
Here we go right here. Here we go. All right, yo, this guy, man. This guy is despicable.
They've all been on Sarnetta's platform, man. What's up with Sarnetta, man?
Yo.
Crazy.
Think about it.
Sarnetta got an answer for that shit. Bringing all these weirdos out. What the hell?
Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, I'm trying to find a whole video I can show because he's playing music in one of them. So I think I found one with this. You can hear what he said. Hold on 1 second.
Tell him about it. I can tell you, darling. You're not gay. You're not feminine. You're feline. And don't let no one disrespect you. Don't let no one disrespect you. You tell them, big purr. That's put that in the music for. They thought it was a money machine. It was brr. It's really purr. Big purr. Yeah. You like that? Well, that's your true identity, your cats. You're not, people are uncomfortable with their true identity. All men have a cat in them. That's why they like to be called lions, the king of the jungle, not realizing the lion is a cat. It's a feline. Yeah. Big dog. Well, why would you bring a dog to a cat fight? Big dog. You bring your Rottweiler, we'll bring the lions, the tigers. You bring your dicks to the pussy party.
Yo, how much glue he sniffed before he did this big?
I told you I'm God, bitch.
And let me say something to you too. Anybody who follows this cat believes he's God, y'all sick and delusional. He can never be a part of the 5% nation of God's and earth with his savagery. He can never call himself the true and living God with his savagery. This guy is mixes transgender women with regular women, raping women, robbing women.
Facts.
He doing all this. And how do y'all follow such a person like this? He's a savage in pursuit of happiness. And I'm gonna tell you something. I hate to blame you queens out there, but y'all let these weirdo ass niggas into your life.
Yep.
That's how he started to cult the women. Then niggas follow. A nigga's gonna follow the pussy.
Yep. That's the formula.
They follow behind a man that was a gay porn actor. He was a gay porn actor.
What was his
follow
whole...
behind this guy? Yo, let me ask y'all a question though. Do y'all see the similarities between him and Dr. Malachi Pork?
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say.
I told y'all. Oh, this is a thing right here. This is a whole thing. We're talking about Malachi Pork, Brother Polight, Nature Boy, Sarnetta. If you out there, come on the platform and talk and explain this shit, brother. Sarnetta, the link is up. Anybody who got away there, matter of fact, let me see if Sarnetta still got the same number. Because he got to come here and say something about this, y'all. This is blasphemy.
I mean, eventually, I think Sarnetta denounced these cats, but it was too little, too late. They already got their fame and shit on YouTube.
Yeah, hold on one second. I'm calling Sarnetta right now.
What it do, panel? Top of the morning.
Top of the top.
Nigga, hey, what you trying to do, King? You trying to get a passport?
I'm trying to get in contact with Sarnetta.
He planning a vacation, girl?
Yeah, we need answers.
That's why I'm calling Sarnetta now.
This ain't right. Yeah, Sarnetta was against Nature Boy towards the end, you know. Polight too. Well, they fell out, got back, fell out. They got a weird relationship.
But they brought him on a panel. I wouldn't let this nigga talk. There's no way this nigga come on my platform and tell me anything. You know why? Because I know the nigga's a savage.
Yep. You can't see that looking at this cat. Looking like he sniffed glue or he put something up his nose. Doing all types of shit.
Your boy introduces his new trans wife and spazzes off Zoka line. Oh, man.
It's crazy, yo.
Who is Nature Boy?
He's a savage in the pursuit of happiness. You didn't hear? You didn't hear?
Oh, he one of them gay gangsters.
Yeah,
something like yeah. There you go.
It's a lot of them penitent, man. Them niggas be doing all that.
All right, yeah. Nature Boy's an inmate now. You right, NQ. He's an inmate now. Well, let's listen to what this clown's saying, though. I'm trying to get in touch with Sarnetta. But Sarnetta had more than I want. He no more.
Look, I'm God, bitch. I'm God, bitch. I told you, I'm God, bitch.
Oh, I know that nigga, man. Yeah, I seen him before.
I told you I'm God, bitch.
You're a whole weirdo, man. You're a whole fucking...
Good. Use that for advertising. I'm God, bitch. Sound bites. These are all sound bites.
He sounds psychotic.
I'm God, bitch.
Ain't that nigga bought a G-Body?
I can hear you, bro. You break it up, man.
I was saying, ain't that nigga part of G-Body from up top?
No, that nigga part of no God body. What's wrong with you, bro? Man, you know what? You get your mic for that shit, nigga. You get your mic muted.
I'll let you feel the vibe.
Hey, get the that dumb shit, man.
I was asking, man. I was asking. I could have sworn he was something. I thought he was like I thought he was like the other dude up there with the
phone lines are
listen to this guy.
See how I went from this razor to this whole kit. Guys, if you're like me and you have
he just started.
Here comes one of my kitties now.
Sir, may I ask a personal question without it is not disrespectful whatsoever. Because you know I do have respect for you. Is your new wife by chance? Your new wife is not.
I can't see you. You have to come into my dimension.
Okay.
Come into my dimension.
1 second.
Yeah, adjust your dimension. Boom! There it is. You're in my world.
All right.
Now the comments don't mean shit, do they? Because these niggas have to look. If you turn your phone to the side, niggas is goofy to comment that way. You think about it. If I turn the phone to the side and you're still texting, you're a goofy. I can't even read your shit. You see what I'm saying? You made everybody goofy that's in the text.
No, man.
You just change your dimension.
Yeah.
Because if a nigga gonna text with you on the sideways, they desperate.
Yo, my G, have you?
Queen, let me run my show.
First of all, that was a great joke.
I got this.
But my body just can't contain itself at the point.
1 second.
You gotta explain to me what's going on. Explain to me what's going on in the tribe. Explain to me where we are in 3. Who is this new
And the next time, you better make sure you're in the scene. Get over here and bend now. Hey, act up.
Okay, so I got questions, bro. This is too much for me.
Fix the camera, idiot.
That's sick.
Fucking camera, idiot. Oh my god, I need help. Fuck that. I don't need shit. Bring me better service. I want to be served like the king, and I want her to be serviced as a queen. We will not let this look bad. We will not allow this to look bad. I need better. Why are you not?
And Q Infinity Mecca BTBTV. He says in almost all his videos he's God. And he originally from New York. He uses the lessons to teach the women there and the boys and the trannies now. You know what I'm saying? All that's not publicized. You had to be on his Instagram and find that. I'm just really getting into this guy like this. I'm just really trying to put him out there because he's out there putting the community, doing shit to these black women and kids in this community. These motherfuckers calling and really defend this guy.
It's another guy too, though. You know what I'm saying? That be out there with it. You know what I'm saying? But are you against just the poly, or you against his whole method? What's the deal?
I'm against the method. I'm not against poly. I'm against the method he's using it in. Hold on. Let me find this shit. All right, hold up. Here we go.
To ruffle your feathers, brother. Let's keep it real. My brother.
I talk about swirling a lot, and I think that a lot of
my brother
people may not understand.
Put a list of people, of great teachers of today. And I've got some flack back, and I want to make some clarity about it. Right now, it's very important that we understand this, and I want to say this clearly because I don't think people truly understand what's going on here. And
I'm gonna say this to everybody. Anybody that call themselves God, I hold them accountable for what they say, because God's a true and living Son of Man. That means you have knowledge of self, and the shit he's talking and preaching and the things he is doing is not showing any knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? It's showing savagery. It's showing weirdo tendencies, weirdo tactics. Well, go ahead, listen to him talk. My bad, apologies, y'all.
And that's okay, because I'm here to teach you. And so I put this list of teachers out as proclaimers of the kingdom, and all of these teachers would play as in the Bible as John the Baptist leading you to me. I am the Most High. I want to let you know that right now. I don't know if anybody out there has that mixed up. I want you to know that I am the Most High.
Let me tell you something about me being gay.
Is Becca on the phone with you?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Yo, she getting on my fucking nerves right now with this shit, yo.
Be real with y'all right now.
Let me do my show, huh?
In that video, that was me, bro. That homosexual video, like the video with the white dude. That was me, bro.
Huh?
Like, I'm gonna just tell you right now, it was me, you know? And that's just a part of my life where I was just doing anything, you know what I'm saying? It's wild shit. I was doing crazy shit for money. So that was me in the homosexual video, man. Did y'all hear me? Did you want to clip that? Oh, he admitted it. That was me, bro.
I'm the most highest consciousness you can come to within this plane. To you, I am God. I am your Jesus, period. There is no greater teacher than I. I just want to let you guys know that. I heard some people say Seven Boomar, or they were mad that he wasn't on my list. They were mad a couple people wasn't on my list. And there's a lot of great teachers, and they all prepare you, and they all give you certain laws. But what I have come to do is fulfill the laws. Now, I know at first appearance, you look at me as just some black dude. You probably look at my history. You probably look at things that I went through. That's because you don't know how to see. That's because you don't know how to hear. The truth about the matter is, the frequency that I'm on right now is the highest frequency of this realm, period. There is no higher frequency that I've tapped into. Now you can look at me personally and say this and that about this person. But if you are a surface dweller and you just see the surface of things, you will not receive the kingdom anyway. You don't even know how to hear. Your third eye is closed. But they call your third eye, which is only your only eye, which is your heart, and that is calloused. There is no teacher greater than I. I have come to fulfill the law and make everything clear and crisp so that you cannot second guess anything. All the other teachers were preparing you for me. As you go through your awakening and you raise your frequency within this realm to get to the highest frequency, which you're supposed to get on to be able to leave this realm, you find me. Let me tell you something about me being gay. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Be real with y'all right now, man. In that video, that was me, bro. The homosexual video. Like the video with the white dude, that was me, bro. Like, I'm gonna just tell you right now, it was me, you know? And that's just a part of my life where I was just doing anything, you know what I'm saying? It's wild shit. I was doing crazy shit for money. So that was me in the homosexual video, man. Did y'all hear me? Did you want to click that? Oh, he admitted it. That was me, bro. All the other teachers hint you toward me. I am the way, the truth, and the light. What I preach and teach to you is complete divinity.
Yo, Big E, salute, top of the morning.
It is the only way out of the earth simulation is through me. Is my laws and my way and my teachings. I want that to be clear. That there are many great teachers, but I am the master teacher. I am the Messiah. I am the return of the Christ, Christos, period. No one
this is
gets
nature
out of
boy
here
of the
yet through me,
compilation
which is
community.
my consciousness, my freedom I teach, period.
Yo, this nigga is off the wall.
Many people will say, how are you going to say you're a master teacher? And master teachers don't do that. Master teachers don't say they're master teachers. Master teachers allow other people to call them master teachers. But the greatest of master teachers was I before, as Jesus Christ before. I am the Christos. I am Yahweh. You're looking at Yahweh. You're listening to Yahweh. If you don't know that, then you don't know divinity. And that's okay. It has already been written that you will not be able to hear. It's only for the few. Yahweh himself said in the Bible, I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the Son of Man. Self-proclaimed his own self. This is part of the reason why they crucified him, because he told them that he was the Messiah. Many people say, master teachers don't do that. But if you are reading your text right, you will see that Yahshua was self-proclaimed. He told people who he was, then proved it. Did not Jesus Christ tell you, I am the truth, the way, and the light? Did not Jesus Christ come with authority and told people who he was? But master teachers don't do that. What teacher was greater than the Christ? No teacher is greater than the Christ. None. Because the Christos, the Yahweh, when you reach the mind of Yahweh, you have reached the mind of God. To reach it, you must learn my teachings. You must adopt my consciousness. It's impossible for you to even get to what you will call heaven. Yet you come through me. This is what Yahshua meant when he said that. No one comes to the Father, which is really the mother father, the infinite higher level realms of existence, out of this simulation. Yet they come through me, through the teachings and the understandings that I bring to you. You should not ever compare me to anyone. If you want to compare me to anyone, you compare me to Jesus Christ. You compare me to a Buddha. You compare me to any master teacher that leads you to the Christos, to the ultimate understanding of life, period. If it doesn't lead you back to nature, if it doesn't tell you what nature is, breaks down what it is and how to get out of it, what this is, it is not a master teacher, period. Many people.
I have community. I've been in 5% Nation all my life. So I understand
even some of your teachers on that list
these
have
are the
contacted
things that
me.
he's trying to tell people that he's a part of the 5% Nation.
They know who I am.
He did a lot of stuff.
BBC knows who I am.
I
the
never
people that
heard
are in
this
control of your minds know who I am, but it's okay. That's what the internet is for. It is to watch out for the second coming of the Christ. They know who I am. Only few will accept me. It has already been written in John chapter 1. The light becomes flesh. When the light becomes flesh, it comes into those that it made, and they knew it not. You wouldn't even know who Jesus was if the Christ was to return. You would not know what it seems like, because you think that the Christ is perfect.
Show. I know that.
Any divine being cannot be perfect. In order for you to be a divine being, you must go through the struggles of the people that you come to help. So you must be as fucked up as those people at one time. You must come through the struggle of those people to help them. You have to know them, know what they're going through experience, to be able to help them get out of that. And the only way you are able to help them get out of that is through knowledge of self. And I have done that. I have shown the so-called African American and everything in between how to come out of their lower selves.
Thank you, Queen of Mecca, BTBTV.
I have taught those lessons.
Now you're getting it.
In the last 2 years, the Christ has been here right before you, Queen. And you do not even know him. It's okay. It's already been written. Many people have caused others to stumble. That's been written as well in Matthew 18. It has already been written that they will cause you to stumble. But woe unto them. It is better that they have a large milestone wrapped around their neck and thrown into the deepest of sea than to cause one of God's children to stumble. You've watched me be crucified metaphysically. This is the second coming of Christ. The Christ is now available. It is a software that every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess to, period. I just want you to know this.
All right, y'all. Now I hear this clown, right? Now check this out. Some people say he's gay. Look, listen to him. He's going to tell you where he is. Look at this guy. Please look. Man, show. And then we're going to go back to Dr. Malachi York. But look at this guy real quick.
Did he just get a spanking?
I am community.
Don't worry about what I have to do with my house.
You have to
These are my
talk to
children.
this dude.
These are my children. I'll handle them.
No, you can handle business.
This is my family. It's a family affair here. I'm daddy. These are my children. I'm mommy and daddy. Okay. I'm mommy and daddy. These are my children. Don't worry about what I do with my children. Call CPS. The bitch can come in here every day anyway. These is my kids.
What is the name? What is the name of your new wife, please?
Her name is 8, and she will eat you, nigga. And guess what? Her name is Infinite, like the number 8.
I know. I understand.
Yo.
But she will eat. So,
hold on. Queen Infinite Mecca, you hear this? His transgender wife's name is Infinite.
Is that a flower in the middle of your? That's a flower, right? Yeah, that's a rose. That's a rose on your table.
Yo.
Flower, red flower. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, sir, you know we've had various conversations in which you said that I guess you said that the power was in the future was being androgynous, right?
Absolutely.
So, by chance, your new queen doesn't have that power, does she?
How?
Is your new queen androgynous?
No, she's transsexual. That's more than androgynous. That's the whole thing.
So is this the new sexual plateau, or is this the new spiritual plateau? What is?
I told you that the LGBTQ
is the future.
Are my children. They're my children. They are the last on the earth, and I'm going to make them the first. Oh, I'm feeling it. You feel that? Where's the moon? Aries. Right here. Right here.
Are y'all seeing the similarities through all these cults? let's go back to this. Brother Polight defended Dr. Malachi York, so y'all can understand what I'm saying. Because y'all not understanding what I'm saying, man.
Peace.
Peace, well, peace. Hold on 1 second. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Hold on. Now, here go Brother Polight.
Everything that's in front of me, I see people that's being misled. I see people that's under the impression, and even though
misled by what? People saying
Doc
is being railroaded, that people are saying none of this has to do with the case as far as the government is concerned. The government don't give a damn about the accusations.
People saying that
are you hearing what I'm saying?
You got people saying that kids haven't been molested. I can't see what you're seeing. I can't see the I know what happened to me. I know what he did. I know what kind of person he is. You know what I'm saying? So
what kind of person he is? That's the question. What kind of person is Doc?
I mean, you get what you see. You get what you see.
Tell me,
but
who is he to you?
What people didn't see is also the
I asked about other people.
On.
I want to know about you personally. I want to get into your mind. I want to know, what is he to you? Who is he to you?
Who he is to me right now? He's somebody that did a lot of things great. I had his flaws, and it didn't correct those flaws. And he had years and years and years to correct those flaws. He didn't correct those flaws. Now I came back, and now he's incarcerated. Should he be in there? Should he be out? Someone like him shouldn't be incarcerated if they uplifted the community and doing what he did. But if you're gonna do that, and on top of that, still do the wrong thing for years and years and years, then you definitely shouldn't be out on the streets. That's if I was the devil, the perfect devil is the one who's gonna be a pastor, a preacher, or the one doing the right thing, and actually the one doing the wrong thing and send you to hell. That's the perfect devil right there. The perfect. If I was the devil right now, I'll be telling you to do the right thing. I'll be telling you to live your life this way, and I'll be sending you right to hell. The devil knows the gospel as well as any pastor or preacher. So if the devil is going to do his job, what better way to do it than to have everybody lifting themselves or doing the right thing? And in actuality, it's like they're going up, but they're going this way. It's not just up. It's like they're going up and they're going astray. You know what I'm saying? That's the only really way that the devil could do.
All right, y'all. I want all y'all to hear this guy, man. And I want you to hear how this motherfucking Brother Polight is defending Dr. York. He trying to take this young man's, what this young man been through, and make it seem like he's a demon for getting Dr. York locked up for telling the truth. The same way these other people are defending Nature Boy by him raping women, putting kids in harm's way. What they call that shit? When you
pedophilia,
a child,
pedophiles,
alleged pedophilia,
alleged pedophilia.
Alleged pedophilia.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just my opinion. I mean, just in general, when it comes to that pedophilia realm, I just believe they should be lined up like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre and mowed down. Because I say that because during my prison stints, these guys with these kind of charges will come through, and one sentence in particular, I had got sentenced to 10 years, and it was a drug case, and this dude came through and he did something awful to like a 7-year-old, and this dude had like 24 months and was getting released in 16 months, stuff like that, you know. My issue with this type of thing is people in society, in higher society, in government, in higher places, they with this. That's why nobody going to jail for it for a long time unless you black. You know what I mean? You know, like I say, you gotta watch who you follow, man. Who you put your trust in.
Yo, did you see the video where he was introducing his transgender wife?
Yeah, I was just saying that. Yep.
All right.
I was watching.
All right, let me see this one right here. All right, here we go. Check this out, child.
You could ever fucking people. I was trying to find out what was fucking for me. So, being in this world by myself, I had to figure out what the fuck I was gonna do. One thing I always attracted was bitches, women. I always been attractive in some kind of way. Like that's what I was able to survive off my looks and my big dick, my decent sized dick. I got 9 inches. I know because I was a stripper, and so I wasn't about to go to the streets. I was tired of working 9 to 5s, going to fucking 12-hour shifts in it. So I said, fuck it. Nigga said you should be a model. So I tried to do modeling. I tried to, like, people were like, oh, you look like Tyson Beckford. I was like, okay, I was gonna be a model. So I tried modeling, and that took me into the stripping world. And that was a hustle. I stripped for men and women.
What?
Yeah, you heard him.
Well, they first they introduced me to the stripping for men because men paid more money.
Nigga, you gay.
And I did that because it was a hustle for me. I don't give a fuck what people think about me, really, because it's my story. My life belongs to you. You do whatever you want with my life. I did that, trying to hustle out here by myself. I'm trying to get some money. I found the way to make $500 a night without selling drugs off myself, off me alone, bitch. I was always a freaky ass nigga. I always was knew how to dance because I was a b-boy. So shit, when I grew up around the Bronx and Harlem. I was always a b-boy. I always had women, because women just thought I was attractive. I thought that was funny when I got out of jail. I had a CO come get me. I was fucking on the CO. So like being attracted to women and attracting so many women as I did, it was weird. You feel me? So hold on, I'm about to start this shit over.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, all right. Shit.
I'm Eric. You might know me from YouTube, where I went from 0 to 1 million subscribers in a year. What's crazy is that I started a lot of businesses before I ever started YouTube. I dropshipped t-shirts for a while. I quit my job and started selling hoverboards on the internet. And all of these businesses that I started were powered by Shopify. Shopify has always been part of my journey.
Hold on.
It's allowed me to do so many different things. And even the businesses that I start today, including the Mafia.
You know, it's almost impossible to do all these things at the same time.
I must be some kind of soup.
All right. Yeah, all right. Part yourself, yeah. That'll be funny. I'm trying to find a video where he used his baby as a shield.
These guys are the absolute worst.
Horrible.
Absolute worst, man.
All right, here we go. Fair use.
Should be sacrificed. Like, sacrifice for what? Sacrifice what? Someone's soul? That's unfortunate. And any woman who does shit like that, you better be careful, because you will be barren. You will be barren. Zoka. Solar doesn't know. Nature Boy doesn't know. They will drop you at the drop of a dime. They will drop you. They will drop you, Zoka. They will leave you stranded, and they will call you a demon if you don't give them what they want. Nature Boy was telling Natiri that she's ahead of all of the other women or all of the other people who are going to have to do what she's doing by making a decision to go back to carbonation. You ain't doing nothing but going backwards. Ain't nothing good coming out of that situation. Nothing. everything that you're doing in carbonation, you could do on your own and better. Because carbonation ain't the peak of what's real. It ain't the peak of what's right either. It's actually far from it. So you going back to carbonation is setting yourself back. You're going to get everything taken from you, including your soul. And then you're going to be sitting there looking extra stupid when you figure out that that's not where you want to be, and then you have to leave again and then start all over. Not only that, you're going to look even more stupider because you're going to try to be with Solar. And then now everybody's going to be looking at you as the culprit to being the person or the woman who's tearing shit apart just like Nature Boy. You're going to seem just as demonic as Nature Boy if you go back to carbonation and be with Solar. Straight like that. And the Terry, I will never fuck with you again. Ever. I put that on my life. If you go back to carbonation and go be with Solar. That'll be some way fucked up shit. Like, it's even fucked up to think about the fact that a baby dying and Nature Boy says online that, oh, now it's an opportunity for you to come in because that baby didn't make it. What type of shit is that? What type of demonic shit is that? Is that anything righteous? Nature Boy likes to spin children as attachments. Nature Boy likes to spin children as something that's not going to let you enter the kingdom. If anything cuts you off from the kingdom, then you need to let it go. Like, what kingdom are you wanting me to enter?
Yo, Angela.
Your kingdom, Nature Boy's kingdom is not.
Angela Jones. It seems like you know a lot about Nature Boy and the situation. If you want to speak on it, the link is in the description. You get the link and come speak. Because we only got men up here, we don't got no women.
Yeah, I love a woman's perspective. That would be fresh, man. That would definitely be fresh.
Yo, so TV is fake. Yo, what's your take on this guy, man?
It's crazy, right? I'm gonna say it like this. Everybody, everybody, right, has, I guess, a group they want to follow, right? And it's just depending on, where you're going, right? So, you got Bloods, gangs, right? You got your, militia, your white people gangs. I mean, all types of shit. These guys right here that follow these guys, right? We have to look more of that has something mental, right? Something's wrong with them, because again, now also you can also say that maybe some of the guys that are following them maybe should be watched themselves, because then you could say now also too, oh, these dudes attract more pedophiles, right? These dudes attract more things. So again, regardless of the facts, this shit is crazy, and I don't understand how anybody is giving these guys the light. I don't understand how these guys got channels, can speak on anything for the things that they're doing right now. And to be honest with you, again, we out here killing each other. We talk about the white man when he shot and killed all these people, but again, guys like this be able to walk the streets.
Angela Jones, hold on. Angela Jones, hit the link to come and tell us what you know about him, because you know a lot about him that probably could help. We need a woman's perspective.
Hey, you can't compare the two to no shit like that now. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different level, homie. Like, let's not. I mean, I know it's a bad session, but like, let's not put this man as a terrorist like that. You know what I'm saying? He up here with his own followers and all that.
Hey, yo, what you think is worse?
You can't compare that. You can't compare him to no Buffalo Massacre.
Why can't you?
Yes, you can.
That ain't nowhere near the same.
Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you?
He went in
Why
and
can't
murdered
you?
them people. These women are coming to him.
Okay, but the common denominator is the end result is destruction, whether it be physical or mental, for whoever's the victim of it. For whoever's the victim to it.
He's raping women.
Who's the victim?
He raped women.
What
You want to see some more victims?
You
Hold on. You want to see some more victims?
You can show no
Listen, hold on.
a woman saying that did something.
Hold on. You want to see some more victims? Let me show you some more victims of this nigga, man.
I just want to see what you talking about where he done victimized. Listen, unless he done put something in a bitch drink or done raped or something like that, that man doing what he's supposed to be doing. Or whatever he want to be doing.
Okay, but to the point where
can't
he
compare him to
used,
no
hold
damn,
on, homie.
Terry,
We could dance together. We can't talk together, homie.
Check this out.
I'm gonna ask you a question. So you mean to tell me?
Hold on, here go the victim right here.
Bruh.
Where the victim at?
I'm pulling up right now. All
right, let me ask a question before you play that, please.
Hold on. Give me 1 second, man. Let me do this, man.
Don't make me lose my train of thought.
Hi. I'm gonna pause it real quick. Give me a second. I'm pausing. Hold on. Go ahead.
All right. Who was that? That was Cinder. Yeah,
Cinderoni. Yeah.
Cinderoni. Question for you. Yeah. When a man uses manipulation to woo a woman and then turn around and do it dirty, that's acceptable?
I'm not saying that's acceptable. I'm not saying any of that is acceptable. What I'm saying is a woman use her mojo to get a man need to use his to get a woman.
And then we call it when we see it.
Just so happen to get followers, the people that believe in him or whatever he got, whatever he's campaign. I don't know him, never listened to a show or none of that. But I do see that he has a cult going on, and he's like he on some water, some good juice. So he's like, boasting and bragging about it, but he's in jail. That dude locked up.
Cinderella, listen to this. Let me say something, Cinderella, real quick. Part yourself. This nigga was raping women.
I never heard that.
Taking it.
That's wrong. He ought to be in jail.
You ought to be hung.
He ought to be in jail. If he was
you ought to be hung.
If he's raping.
He is in jail.
Nah, jail ain't enough. Jail isn't enough for people like this, man.
I understand that.
I want you to listen. Listen to this. Listen to this. Watch out. Listen to this woman, please.
He's a psychotic motherfucker.
Great. Tell me, hey, Grand Rising, Grand Day, peaceful greetings to y'all. Let's go. Hey, how are you? Hey, Tahuti. I'm good. How you doing? So, a beautiful, powerful, special message has come into my spirit to tell everyone and to tell you all. And I will be writing more about this in my book, Lesson Learned. Stay tuned for that. So, this is going to be a beautiful topic and on New York in the building. Okay, Richie. Okay, you feel me? So, it's going to be a lesson on how to receive blessings. Okay. I'm going to give about 5 main points. Okay. It's funny, my name is spelled the same way, but pronounced Drea instead of Drea. About my journey. Now, I'm only going to tell you things that happened to me and what works for me. Okay. Hopefully my phone doesn't get overheated. I already feel it happening. So I'm going to put it in the shade. All right. I'm going to turn this way. I have my my yoga workout clothes on because I was going to go take a walk. So let's see. I'm ready. You have to ask. You have to ask. You have to know what you want and ask for the universe, your spirit guides, your angels, the Most High, whomever. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Anita, for the $55. What the heck? That is amazing. See, it actually works. So I'm going to tell you why this is actually helping and why this actually works. Thank you, Anita, for the $55 donation. I appreciate that. So first you have to ask what you want. You cannot expect to get something if you don't know what you want. If you're not asking the Most High, asking the universe, asking your spirit guides, asking your angels, asking whomever you ask to get what you want to get. That is not how it works. You're going to have to write it down. You're going to have to speak it with you vocally.
Hello, Angela Jones. I see you in the building. Angela Jones, before I play this next video, I want you to say what you want to say about this nigga Nature Boy for me real quick.
You just want my opinion?
Yeah, I want your opinion. Because you was up there talking. Let me get your opinion on him. What you know and what you know on him.
I do not like him at all. And I think that he is leading our people to our demise. Like, he mixed everything together. He want to talk about white supremacy all the time, but you do the same exact thing as white supremacists. He a mess. And he is exactly where he deserves to be.
So, what do you think about the allegations of rape? How do you feel about that?
I believe it. I believe it, and I feel like he did it because if you look at the videos of right before he went to jail of how he was saying, oh, when the system fall, y'all gonna have to give it up and we gonna be going around just taking cooch and all this. Boy, get out of here. You did it. You did it. Look at his character.
I yet to see somebody say he raped him though.
All right, hold up. All right, bro, come on.
Okay, show him.
That's all I'm saying. Where is anybody claiming they got raped?
Bro,
that don't make sense.
You ain't gotta see nobody say that. But look at when Yaya was there.
And then you flush the toilet. Where does it go?
Look at when Yaya was there.
Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, is accused of rape and false imprisonment, along with other charges.
There you go,
Neighbors tell 11 Alive they're stunned by the allegations, but are even more surprised by what this group was posting online.
Its social accounts reaching tens of thousands of people on Instagram and YouTube. Joe Ripley, live outside the DeKalb County Police Department. And Joe, you got to speak to this group, the Carbon Nation.
Yeah, Carbon Nation, this is a group that says they abide by a different philosophy. Their leader, Eligio Bishop, appeared in court for the first time today since being arrested earlier this week at a DeKalb County home. And after a judge read out his warrants, his charges,
come on now,
Send
Sender
replied by saying, quote, outstanding. Neighbors there in that DeKalb County community are concerned tonight.
Mr. Bishop, good afternoon, sir.
Eligio Bishop saw a judge for the first time since his arrest earlier this week. His case now lies in the hands of Superior Court. DeKalb police arrested Bishop at this home in Decatur, charging him with rape, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of sexually explicit transmission.
He's extremely loving, extremely forgiving. Literally wouldn't hurt a fly.
This man, who goes by Captain, says he's part of the group Carbon Nation. Ace calls Bishop the head of the international organization.
This is one of the most troubling experiences I've ever had. The man that most people refer to as Nature Boy, I refer to him as God. I believe that he is God.
Ace described Carbon Nation as a religious philosophy based on science, focused on living a life of principles and morals. He joined the group about 4 years ago, and now he and 13 others live at this home under the guidance of Bishop.
I met him online. That was my initial
same charges, Dr. York. I am my community
was teaching
knowledge
knowledge that was superior to any other scholar or any other leader that I had encountered at the time.
Neighbors
He looked like he liked being molested.
Bishop's online presence. That's what police say tipped them off.
Not being molested. He giving it up willingly.
Something like that is concerned.
Nah, he being molested. They role playing.
Now doing the research, kind of digging in and finding out who is doing
Nick
what,
Q.
and really understanding
Hit the link again,
the
Nick
totality
Q.
of everything going on.
They won't let you
Anderson
come in.
says he could not believe a reported cult was housed down the street from him, but Ace and others
Nick
in
Q,
the
that
group
link
say
again. Won't
they're
let you come in.
fighting
Hit
that
again.
notion.
I would tell them to reassess their perspective.
And tonight the group says they are supporting.
Okay.
Well, he's been charged with rape, Senderoni.
Yeah, I heard them allegations, but them all allegations. I ain't seen no victims come up.
Yeah, you're right. We're going to be fair.
They are allegations, but you must
we're
not
going to
like
be fair.
Black man,
We're going to be fair. You're right. Right now, as it stands right now, these are allegations and they are alleged. You are correct, and we need to stand on that, God, because he hasn't been charged.
And by no means do I support any sucker shit at all. You understand?
Well, that's sucker shit, homie.
I never hate on a player though. Real shit.
Hey, that alleged shit is sucker shit.
Ain't no player.
Hold up. No.
That man got. We just seen 10 women and a faggot. What you mean?
Ain't no play. He's a fucking homosexual.
He that too, but the man he got his own thing going.
He just went into a girl that was in the closet talking about, oh yeah, caught you doing what you weren't supposed to be doing. That girl didn't even have no time to say yay or nay. He pulled his shit out and immediately went to her. What is that? Is that not right? When you slap somebody and then make them give you fellatio, is that not right?
Miss Jones, where did you hear
this? That's right. I don't care what you say.
I'm just saying, Miss Jones, where did you get this information, Miss Jones?
Off his videos.
Hold on, here you go. Here goes
his
wife.
action.
Here goes his wife right here. Yeah, here goes his wife.
One of.
I'm sorry.
Here goes his wife. I'm gonna let his wife tell what he did to her.
Right.
His baby mother, his wife. There ain't no place. There ain't no play. Yo, man, you gotta be spitting on my computer and shit, bro. What's wrong with you, man?
On 11 Alive. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. The wife of a reported cult leader wants to tell her side of the story. Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, remains behind bars tonight, facing charges that include rape. 11 Alive's Paula Sura
Eligio.
and the DeKalb County Jail is tonight. Paula?
Look at name Eligio.
Yeah, Jennifer, you know, after 3 years of knowing each other, Velvet Marquez tells me Eligio Bishop forced her to marry him. Why? She says that he'd tell her that she'd then be forced to bail him out of jail if anything were to happen to him. And of course, today, something quite opposite is happening. She's telling us her side of the story.
I feel that now looking back, I feel that I fell in love with an idea because he pretended to be someone that he wasn't.
Behind this smiling face, Velvet Marquez faced her hardest years next to Eligio Bishop.
He literally held me hostage. He took all of my identification, my passport, my birth certificate, my social, my bank cards, everything, you name it, medical documentations.
She says Bishop, the leader of the so-called cult Carbon Nation, went from spoiling her to abusing her when she got pregnant.
I was forced to engage in sexual activity that I did not want to do. I was still strangled on multiple occasions.
Sounds like rape to me.
Willingly engage
it sounds like she was with a nigga for 3 years off the idea.
To keep myself safe. He would abuse me.
Yeah, that's called Stockholm Syndrome, homie.
And a year and a half later,
man, how many hoes come in?
That's the same chick that he made her straight.
There was
on
no
the beach.
medical attention given to us. So when I actually went into labor, I had to be rushed to the hospital 2 hours away.
For years, the cult would drive and settle across Central America. Velvet says Bishop lived off of other members' PPP loans and life savings. She gave him her $3,000 college fund, while others gave tens of thousands of dollars. And after 4 tries, she successfully ran away with her daughter with no money but hope.
My child is important. I don't understand how anybody could leave their child to be with him or to go live with him.
Now, Velvet tells me she has since received death threats from Eligio and that he even showed up to her family's home in Louisiana just months after she ran away. Jennifer?
Paula, do we know, did she ever try reaching out to law enforcement?
She tells me she did, but it was very hard to track him down because...
She sounded like a bitter hoe, man, because she couldn't get her way. Bottom line, 3 years you with the motherfucker and you can't run? Come on, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Real disrespectful, bro. You sound real disrespectful.
You with somebody 3 years and
your dick get hard when you dance with
3 years? You with somebody 3 years and you can't get away?
He had him in the compound, bro.
Motherfuckers had me. Motherfucker had me for 7.5 years. One time 2 years. One time 5 years. I couldn't get away.
You married her.
You got a hostage left.
Man, these women come in with all kind of tricks. They come in suited and booted, cooking and everything in the beginning. But guess what? In the end, you ain't had a meal in damn 4 years. What you come?
Well, maybe your ass ain't worthy of no meal syndrome.
Hey, Harry Tubman.
Maybe you not on your job. Maybe you ain't on your job. Because let me tell you something. You need to just blink your lips for a minute. Stop.
I'm gonna bring my ears. I'm gonna bring my ears so I can hear
Man,
it.
mute that nigga mic.
So I can hear his message.
Let Mike
talk, man. You talking too much.
I'm gonna talk.
All right.
All right. Now it is people that's not even in a compound that is being held hostage mentally, men and women, in their house from mental abuse. They're scared. They are scared. That's why she tolerated a lot of that, because she was scared. But then when she got it together and had her baby, she realized that her baby was more important than him molesting his own children.
Exactly.
Also, he took their ass out the country. He said when there was across.
Who said he molested his children now?
So,
where did that come in?
He took him. He took him to.
Oh, so you ain't see the video on his beat getting hard when he was messing with his own daughter? You ain't see that?
Where did those allegations come in at?
Ain't no.
Oh, go look up the video.
Hey, you know what? Just based on the conversation we having with Cinderoni, I just believe Cinderoni don't respect women. Period.
Exactly.
Period. I don't think you have respect for women. You must have some deep-seated issue with your mama or something, boy.
I'm not as thirsty as you. I'm not as thirsty as you for a woman. That's what it is, and you can't understand that, thirsty nigga.
You got mama issue. You got some kind of women issue. Somebody done broke your heart. Somebody done broke your heart.
I'll be back on you, Thursday.
Some woman done probably put it on
back
you.
on you in 1 second, homie. But listen, though, magnificent.
Tell you, come to Pennsylvania Avenue with me. I'll change your whole mind.
Child allegations and none of that. I didn't hear
know
nothing
you
about
ain't
no.
Get you on these crack whores with
no
me.
research.
But
You
as a woman, you come in a relationship with a man with multiple women,
Like right now,
and
you're
he
talking,
tell you, well, you gonna be my only one.
Didn't do
How
no
you know he ain't
research.
told the rest of them the same thing?
You hate ladies.
You ain't got no research.
You hate
You ain't got
women.
no more research than what's been presented today.
You hate
You
women.
ain't got no more research than what's been presented today.
You hate women.
This boy video has been out here for years, and he got the nerve to be on here trying to
women.
talk about.
All you got to do is just take the time to listen, which is something he know nothing about.
No, he's listening, but he hears what he want to hear.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. We got Nick Q in the building. She had a situation. Her girlfriend had a situation. What to do? Nick Q, speak, Queen, speak.
So that man was dancing with his child with a heart on. Not only that, he was saying that he wanted to mate his children together so that they can be one and have his all of his DNA. He's a sick individual, and he found weak-minded women, and he moved them all around the country. They were in Mexico. They got put out of Mexico. They got put out of I can't even name all of the places. Everywhere they go, they wasn't wanted. Hawaii as well. Yeah, Hawaii sent them right on back. They gave them a ticket where y'all want to go. They locked them up and sent them where they had to go. Like she said in that video, they take their passports, they take their phones, they have no connection with their families. They out there lost and turned out. They don't go out there thinking that that's what it's going to be. When they get out there, they see that it's way different. My friend was killed in a car. She was a family friend, and I watched that little girl grow up. And she was desperate for a relationship. This man online told her everything that she wanted to hear. He killed a 3-year-old boy. His name is Moses. Anyway, it was in North Carolina. Killed a 3-year-old little boy for grazing up against another child because the boy's father was gay, saying that the 3-year-old was gay. Like, these people are sick in the mind. And for that man to say that these women entered these relationships, like, you know, knowing that this was what was going to go on. They make their money from people like that girl said. She said she gave $3,000 of her money for her college tuition. Some people cash in their 401ks, sell their houses, their cars, whatever means that they have, they sell and they give it to them. And then it's entertainment for a lot of people. So like, you know, Bigo, YouTube, all of these different places, they made money off of, you know, what was entertainment for some, but it was, you know, heartbreaking and devastating for the others. So I came up here because that guy was talking reckless. Like, these are young girls. Like, her father was dead set on going to get her. He finally got her. They was making threats to her. They showed up at her house. She had to get restraining orders. She had to go back to, I think it was Mexico or Hawaii, because it was, not in this area. So
Right.
the state wouldn't give her, just so he can stay away from her and her child. Her father ended up, a couple months after he got her home, dying of COVID. But he accepted her back, and he never turned his back on her, and he kept on fighting to get her, even though he knew that she was brainwashed and manipulated.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
So some of these guys need to understand.
Nah,
and it's guys
they're out of
there
line,
too.
man. That's out of line shit, man. For real.
Yeah, it's guys there too, and they go there with these. I don't know what kind of homes they come from. If they're broken, or they're hurt, or they're looking for something. I have no idea what would make someone want to go. Just based off of what I've seen.
Right.
But they talk to him behind the scenes, and they make it seem like it's going to be all of these good things. I've heard that man beat these women. You can hear it in the background with the music blasting, and you can hear him hitting them with whatever a belt or whatever over top of the music blasting.
You can see in his videos he's a nut.
Yeah, they just locked him up in Atlanta.
Wow.
He gets them before their brains are fully developed. Because if you look, the people that was there all the way at the beginning when they was the Ethereans, older people was coming. And when they seen that it wasn't what he said it was going to be, then that's when you start seeing him get them younger and younger. And he would get these girls and these boys at early ages, before they would even graduate high school. He would be grooming them, like Zoka. He groomed her since she was 15.
Yeah, are you familiar with Mama Dia?
Yes.
She was an older lady, so she probably sold her home and everything else. He told her that he can heal her, that she didn't need medicine, that she needed to live off of the earth. She went down there and she died. It was a woman that was pregnant that went down, and they wouldn't give her any prenatal care or any type of hospitalization, and said they were going to eat from the earth, and he had all of these herbs, and the woman was pregnant, and she just was no longer pregnant, and nobody would speak on it.
Wow.
Where's the child? Nobody know if the child died, if they killed it,
right?
If she had a miscarriage,
carriage, whatever. Yeah,
they would not speak on it. I mean, it's really dark to watch. I can only watch it in increments, but I've seen so much stuff over the years, and these guys need to understand that these women and men, because it's men that follow him too, that's there. And they have just as sick thoughts as.
And that's the really the sad part about situations like that, because people don't realize men be in that same exact situation.
Oh, weak-minded dudes, yeah.
Well, yeah.
The mind weak.
Yeah, a weak mind is a weak mind. That's how pimps wind up getting their hoes. They treat them good. They manipulate them, think everything they special. And then now you got to go do this. And if you don't, I'm going to beat you. And then they're going to submit. And then because they don't want to be beat, now they scared. So they anxiety, all of that is up. They're going to be walking on eggshells. So to stop them from getting beat, they're going to do what the abuser want them to do.
Right. It's like everything that's not all right is all right. Just to make it through the situation.
Exactly.
And that guy was saying, you mean to tell me they was there for 3 years and they couldn't leave and go? If you in a different country, and most of the time they were, where you going?
Where you gonna go?
They got your passport. They got your phone. And if they catch you leaving, there's videos out there where the women would jump them. That's what they did to my girlfriend. They tried to, when she tried to run to a neighbor's house, they said that she was mentally ill, and that that they were family, and they got her. The lady thought that they knew what they was talking about. Later on, she came up dead because they took her back in the house for trying to escape, and they beat the hell out of her, and then they shot her. So it's not, he making it seem like, they go over there, they can leave. I mean, sometimes they do allow them to leave if they're outside of them, but in most cases, they can't leave, just leave, like, because then they go back and tell the police, and they got a whole investigation. They had Homeland Security investigating them, and he was dumb enough to think that they was investigating the callers that was reporting him.
Is your friend the woman that got killed along with the little boy in the one coat? The guy is now in jail. I think that
Peter
it was on
Moses.
Final Attraction.
Yes, it was on 3
Oh
different
my
shows.
God, I'm so sorry.
Our
I
condolences.
seen
My
that
condolences.
episode.
Yeah, it was his name is Peter
Oh my
Moses, and guess
God.
what? All of them women, when they locked those women up, those women were still covering for him. And guess when
Yes, they were.
guess when they turned on him?
When?
When they found out he was snitching on them.
Yeah.
They were still holding up for him until they found out he was the ones in there snitching on them.
Wow.
The case that she is talking about, every single thing that man did is exactly what Nature Boy
was
is
doing. Hey, yo, the dude name is
Hold on, is this
Cinderella.
the guy right here? Is this guy right here? Hold on.
Pull him up.
Hold on, pull on.
His name is Peter
Hold on.
Moses. They got locked up in North Carolina.
Hold on. Let me pull this shit up, bro.
I know
I think
what she's talking about because I live in North Carolina.
cult leader kills child and fiance.
Child and fiance.
He bought her there saying that she was gonna be his wife. He told her that all
I
of
said,
them
did he
women
kill her?
was his.
I said,
He said that all of them was his aunts and cousins. And then he finally sprung it on her once she fell in love with him. That them wasn't his aunts and uncles. I mean, not aunts and cousins. That those were his wives. And then they talked her into it and manipulated her mind into like being with it. She was from D. She came from DC to go up there.
Wow.
A lot of gullible people out there, man. That's the thing, you know. People just take advantage, and that's it, you know.
Yep, and they killed her because she found out that they had killed the little boy.
And she
It was
was
one of the
close to
lady's
him.
sons.
They
And
also
that's why
felt
she tried to run.
Pete
they also
Lucas
found
Moses
out.
Jr.
Yeah, they also found out that she could not have kids. And once he found out that she couldn't
This
have kids,
episode
he felt like she wasn't, she was useless basically.
Right.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna play some of this nigga because he's just like Nature Boy the way y'all talking. So let me see, because I never heard of him before.
Is that the dastardly nigga?
That's him. I'm gonna drop down now.
Yo, monkey mouth nigga.
Himself God and everything.
Contains adult
Thank y'all for
themes,
listening.
and
I'm
it's
gonna
not.
drop down.
A rental property in Durham, North Carolina, started to notice a terrible odor in the backyard of one of his properties. Thinking it was a blocked sewage pipe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a doozy. I say that a lot, but
but they are. I mean, what else do you say?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you say fucked up story that ruined my life.
Yeah. Yep. It was one of those where after I was done with it, I was like, okay, I'm done with that.
But your soul is not, and your bones and your mind, body, and spirit are not done with it because it just kind of stays there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah.
Well, let's give that gift to our listeners now.
We're going to talk about Pete Lucas Moses Jr. and the polygamist cult leader murders.
Oh, man. Wow.
Mm-hmm. On June 9th, 2011, the owner of a rental property in Durham, North Carolina, started to notice a terrible odor in the backyard of one of his properties. Thinking it was a blocked sewage pipe, he called plumbers to come take a look. When the plumbers started to dig up the backyard to find the sources of the smell, they uncovered a large black garbage bag that had been buried in a shallow grave.
Here we go.
Inside the bag, they found what they thought might be human remains and immediately called 911. They told the dispatcher, quote, "It was a horrible smell. We don't think it's an animal or nothing. It seems like it could possibly be another human." When police arrived, they confirmed the remains found were human, and as they searched the yard, they found another body buried in a shallow grave nearby.
What the fuck so these are renters that found this in the backyard?
It's a landlord.
Yes. At a rental property.
Yes.
Think you're going in to find a possum or something that died.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Sewage, something.
Oh,
yeah.
my. Man.
Yeah. This time, the remains belonged to a small child.
No.
4 months before the bodies were found, in February 2011, a young woman went to the police to tell them she had escaped from a house located at 2109 Pear Tree Lane in Durham. She told authorities she'd been living with a man named Pete Lucas Moses Jr., as well as 4 other women and 9 children.
Oh, God.
She was afraid for her life and needed help. She said in the few months before her escape, Moses had murdered 2 people, 28-year-old Antonetta McCoy and 4-year-old Jaden Higginbotham. She thought it was very likely she would be next.
God.
Police went to the home to investigate the woman's claims, but found nothing suspicious. Without any evidence of murder, they left, but returned a few days later after learning a missing persons report had been filed for Antonetta by her parents the month before.
Mm-hmm.
The women who lived there told police Moses had moved out and no longer lived with them, but when officers searched the house, they found him hiding in a bathroom cabinet.
Oh, no. Get out of the cabinet.
I know. When they asked Moses and the other women about Antonetta and Jaden's whereabouts, they told contradictory stories. One woman said she didn't know what happened. Another said that Antonetta planned to move in but didn't. And Moses said that Antonetta got mad about money and left. When asked about the child, they denied his existence.
Ugh.
Police arrested Moses for kidnapping and assault charges, hoping to keep tabs on him while they continued their investigation.
Real quick, I think it's hailing on my roof, so if it sounds like I'm in a dryer, it's just winter time.
You didn't jump into the dryer real quick?
It would probably be a good...
This trout mouth bastard.
Look at this nigga.
Yo, oh my God, man. I can't even listen to more of this nigga. Yo, Angela Jones, man, it's a Mecca. Y'all go ahead and speak your piece of this guy, man. And the guys defend, and you niggas defend niggas like this.
You should be in jail with him.
You should be in jail with him.
Jailing with him, get your ass kicked with him, get your ass killed with him, whatever.
Get your ass taken with him, nigga.
All that.
Because all these niggas doing this, they're homosexuals in their heart. And they don't respect women. That's why they want to abuse women and mistreat women. Because they respect women. They figure, I can't be you, then I'm going to beat you up, bitch.
Bring it home, Pastor.
If I can't be you...
Instead of just being themselves.
Instead of being like Hassan Campbell. Just jump your faggot ass out the closet, nigga. And
take your time, Pastor. Take your time.
Jump your gump ass out the closet.
Yeah, you is irritating, Jersey J.
Hold on.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I needed that because I was steaming over here.
You was tight. Yeah, you was tight. I know when to bring them in. You trust my comedic prowess, if you will.
Yeah, I was tight.
Yeah, I know you was tight. I had to loosen it up a little bit.
Show your face, Queen. Queen of Fit Mecca. Let me see your face and make sure it's you. I want to make sure ain't no fraud in here.
You better watch your mouth. I ain't playing with you. I already heard that little wet comment you made earlier talking about his trans wife using my name. Get your life together, bro.
Yeah.
Is that proof enough for you?
I'm gonna say you see how these Cinderoni is bad for this platform. He could never come back up here again. Period.
Well, you shouldn't have had him up there anyway with a name like Cinderoni. Like
Cinderoni Boo.
He sounded like
Cinderoni Boo at first.
Listen, he was sounding more like a supporter of that's a double agent right there.
Mm-hmm.
He was speaking on behalf of because he didn't appreciate y'all talking about his master teacher.
Ooh.
Right.
And
I said it with my whole chest partner in case you feel any kind of way. I want you to. Because I didn't appreciate how you was talking to my sister like Harriet Tubman. Understand the powerful woman that Harriet Tubman was, because you couldn't have got nobody through anything. You couldn't get nobody out of brown paper bag, much less the Underground Railroad, okay? Let's get that.
Hold on. I want y'all to do me a favor. I gotta go take a tinkle. Angela Jones, Magnificent Mecca, Queen Infinity Mecca, and New Jersey J. hold this topic down real quick.
I got you.
We got you.
We got you.
Hey, Mecca, I keep telling you, I'm territorial.
Look, man, look. You already know I can handle that.
That ain't the point.
But listen. He's 30-something years old. He's still young. He's still young.
No, what he is still dumb.
For real.
Okay. However
That's
y'all
what he
want to
is.
put it, but he's not thinking on the level that we thinking on.
He retarded.
Here's the
You
thing.
know.
At 30-something, at some point, you know what I'm saying, that's what the growth and development is out here, from adolescence to adulthood. So if at 30-something you still have not developed the capacity to think with a conscious mind, then you're not going to ever get there. And his mindset is his mindset.
He's
not
stuck.
the most horrific, tragic incident is going to change that. Not to him or anyone close to him. And he exemplified that in the contents in which he brought on this panel today. I've heard him speak on other panels and carrying on and giving him pass because, you know, he wanted debate. He put in their contents to kind of pull and tug at you, do that tug of war. But today, this wasn't that. You know what I mean? In no capacity, this wasn't that. And the fact, that brother was speaking with his whole heart. You understand?
Whole heart.
He was offended that y'all was speaking the way y'all was speaking about this man.
Facts.
You understand? He was offended. That was pure emotion and intention in how he was speaking. He didn't, and when you came in past, he really felt some kind of way. But it's also because it understood the power that you brought. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, you barely got a sentence out because soon as you start to speak, he kicked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just displays his disrespect for women in general. You know what I'm saying? He must have had mama issues or someone that he probably fell madly in love with, crushed him.
I said in the chat that he was bitter.
Yeah, he bitter. Yeah, that's
Bitter
bitterness.
bitch.
Yeah, that's bitterness.
Bitter bitch.
I'm bitter too. I carry some bitterness with me from my years.
Listen,
It's just with the police though. My bitterness is with the police on some real shit.
We have all had a hurt in our past by someone that we cared and loved in some capacity.
I ain't love these niggas, but I still carry bitterness.
But in the same token, we're talking about rational and we're talking about logic. When you can't learn to separate, you know, the two of your F and E's from what is logical,
right? It's an issue.
That's a different breed right there.
Yeah, that's an issue.
You know,
definitely an issue.
Everybody don't know how to remove their emotions from a basic conversation. See, everybody can't do that mentally or emotionally.
Yo, let me say something. I can't remove my emotions from this shit right here. I put it on my kids.
We're not talking about you.
Well, listen. I'm telling you, I can't move my emotions from this. Listen to what I'm saying. These niggas that abuse women and kids, black women, all women and kids, but black women and kids is more than I'm worried about right now because they're my eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the women, these weak-ass women, weak-willed women and weak-ass men that follow niggas like my Dr. Malachi York, Nature Boy, Brother Polight, among other motherfuckers.
See, I spoke because I had personal experience when it came to Dr. Malachi York when he was up in Spring Valley in the Bronx. In Brooklyn.
Listen. He had my aunt and all her kids in Chicago. Well, not my mother's first cousin. I call her my aunt because she's so fucking old.
Right.
My aunt and all her kids in Chicago, all my little cousins. He had them out there panhandling Chicago.
Facts.
They came back to Newark. He's panhandling in Newark.
Facts. Because that was his MO.
This nigga
that was his MO.
My fucking little cousin, my favorite cousin, my best friend, was murdered. And I believe he had a lot to do with the situation what happened.
Right.
Because she was being molested.
Right.
She was being molested. They was trying to put it on her fucking father, but her father ain't the one that did it.
Right.
Pussy ass Milwaukee Nation niggas.
All
That's why I don't trust you pussy ass niggas.
So basically, God, God. So basically, you have a dog in this fight.
Right.
This is not your opinion.
Right.
So you have every right to be as passionate and emotional as you are about it. You don't feel less than yourself because you in your feelings right now. Because you got a dog in this fight versus an opinion. That man ain't have no situation like that. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But my man, first and foremost, man, I'm sorry for your loss. I didn't know that. I just learned something new about you today.
She got murdered with these kids. Bro, we
Right.
was barely at the fucking sandbox. I remember taking the Anna Street Mickey Walker Center with me when she came from York from my aunt's house to visit.
Right.
Put her in the water fountain. Niggas try to I beat niggas up over my little cousin.
Right.
Quick. And I can't even fight then. I'm gonna fight for her.
Right.
Facts.
That's right.
That's right.
So like I'm saying, these niggas that's defending these motherfuckers predators. These niggas are fucking predators.
Predators. That's exactly what York is. York was a predator. Brother Polight was a predator. Like, facts.
Listen, let me say something real quick. Let me say something. Angela Jones, make sure you hit my DM and you hit everybody in the panel DM.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
We're gonna put our links in the hold up. In the private chat. We're gonna put it in the private chat. And you go to private chat, you get all our links for DMs because you seem like you had some type of dealings with situations like this, and all this shit need to be talked about. Real talk. You heard me, sister?
Yeah, see, my problem is the girl Malia that he calls the queen, this woman almost lost her life from this man beating her, giving her STDs. And then you go back and you're defending this man, talking about loyalty, when you had no loyalty to your child.
But Jersey J said earlier when he spoke on, and Magnificent Mecca said too when he was speaking on the Stockholm Syndrome, like brainwashing is a real thing, It is. When you can get into a person's mind, you can control anything, And if I make you believe the things that I'm doing to you is because I love you,
you're gonna run with it.
Here's the thing, and this I've had experience with someone close to me, where she was in an abusive relationship, and her husband literally made her believe that him beating her was because he loved her. He did the whole gift-giving and everything afterwards, the rewards are carrying on. And they got into a serious situation where someone called the police on them because she didn't call. He had made her lose her baby, like was stomping her literally, made her lose her baby, everything. She went back home, he got out of jail. She literally fought blood, sweat, and tears to get him out of jail. He came back home, but when he came back home, he now is acknowledging, quote unquote, his wrongs and what he had been doing and how he had been abusing her. He was going to anger management. So when the first incident came about, where she had did something, in his normal reactions, he would have initially, struck her. And when he didn't, he just was like, it's okay. When he didn't strike her, it processed in her brain that he no longer loved her.
Right.
So she turned around and killed him because she said she'd rather have him dead than not be with him or not feel like he loved her anymore.
Right.
Wow, that's some real stuff.
That's heavy, man. Manipulation, man.
For real. So when a person can have your mind, they can have everything.
Everything. Wow.
So why is it so easy? I'm just going by the dude. Why is it so easy to believe that the rap music is corrupting the children's mind and the TV, but what these people are doing, which is real life, that's not.
Right.
Because you're supposed to be in control of your thoughts and your energy. That somebody shouldn't have that ability or whatnot. But it's the same concept that you want people to believe that music and live vision has.
Exactly.
It's the same shit.
It is. It's the same concept that you want people to believe that music.
It's just levels. It's just levels, y'all. It's just levels to it. But it's all falls under the realm of manipulation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And Mecca.
And like I say, and the people that fall for that manipulation tends to be weak-minded. However you want to phrase it. I just call it a weak mind.
Infinite Mecca.
Yes.
What the hell do you got over there to drink?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Water.
Nah, water ain't gonna do it for me today. Water ain't gonna
That's
do it for me
it.
today.
I got water.
You sipping on that sangria?
I got not today.
Not today. Not today.
It's Wednesday. I don't need that much to get over the hump.
That's right.
This water tastes nasty right now too.
You working tonight?
Oh, I'm off tonight.
Hey, I'm coming up. I might come up today. I had a death in the family yesterday. One of my cousins passed away.
My condolences, bro.
And I want to come up. I want to come look in on my mom, and I'm gonna bring my wife with me. My wife want to see my mother, so I think I'm gonna get on the highway.
You gonna take us to where the crack whore's at?
Yeah, I'm gonna drive down. I'm gonna do a drive-by. I'm just gonna do a drive-by. I ain't stopping. We go through, beat the horn and shit.
You know you
I'm like,
you pay for some Pennsylvania ad. They might try to pay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a drive-by. Yeah. You know. Listen, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this on the vessel too.
Y'all hold that thought. Hold that thought real quick. Let me do this real quick. Nobody go nowhere. I'm gonna do something real quick.
Okay, do your thing.
Hold on 1 second. I think that, man. Oh boy. Let me hold up. We gonna stay in the background real quick, but I'm gonna do something real quick. Hold on. I gotta support my little bro.
I'm gonna say this before you do what you do.
Hey man, we look good on TV, man.
I bet you didn't know that your man Cinderoni Boo was a double agent like that though.
Just the name.
That nigga something. Now.
Y'all should
have blocked you. The nigga blocked on Instagram too, so fuck him. I had to get rid of that nigga. I can't.
Yeah, we going. Yeah, he going through the garbage. He going through the garbage.
Hold up, y'all. Here we go. This is my boy Chris Town, BTBTV. Nobody get off the panel. We're going to the background. We're going to kick it for a minute about some things.
Go Born. Show them how we do this,
Cinderella.
man. BTBTV.
We bully the bully.
Bullies. No. Yeah. BTB TV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Right. Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching, like yo, I gotta post. I wake up everyday mission, it's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have, got that and then some, My wins on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope, the okie doke. We don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want they veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folk who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie, curtain closed. Yeah, BTBTV. It's the movement.
So they life movie curtain close. That shit.